Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Rome Stale Crewzer. This board features Rome's fusion camber, which is rocker in the tips, camber through the middle. Basically cam rocker. So what that's going to do is give you ease of entry in and out of turns, as well as more optimal powder float and a sweet spot for pressing when you're jibbing. But that camber through the middle is going to give you all the power, snap, and drive that you absolutely need to just perform on this board. This board's available in 151, 154, 156, 158, 156 wide, and 160 wide. I rode this board at Copper Mountain on a day that was a mix of gray and blue skies, slightly above average temps. You had slush, chop, chunder, leftover pow, perfect corduroy, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. Alright, so this has that predictable middle of the road directional twin flex that we all know and love. Slightly softer tips, stiffer midsection with a noticeable amount of torsional flex. Nothing mind-blowing there, but you do get the hot rod in the nose and the tail. This gives you a little bit more rebound. Now, when it comes to stability on this thing, it's moderately stable for what it is. You get a little flap in the nose that kind of resonates underfoot. So that rocker zone will get a little chattery. It sends those vibrations back underfoot. You might feel it, you might not. Kind of depends on what binding you're using. I didn't feel it too much. It was just enough that I was like, hey, it's there, but it's not causing me foot fatigue. Now, those bigger jarring hits when you get into rutted out terrain, yeah, you're gonna feel them. So keep your knees bent or don't. This is one of those boards that you can be laid back and it'll be smooth and stable, but when you go to charge, with moderate adaptation to how you ride, you should stay on top of everything. You know what I like about this board? It's got rebound and snap to it. The camber profile is very easy to load up. It takes no effort, and when you roll back on the tail, you engage that small rocker zone right where that rod is and you spring. So with very minimal load, you're still gonna get in the air, and with a more aggressive load, you're gonna boost to the moon. This is a board for ollieing over a family of fat skiers if you absolutely have to. Wanna pop that side hit? Go for it. You're not worried about what's in front of you. You're gonna pop over it. When it comes to jumps, you can be laid back, let the lip throw you. You're still gonna get up in the air, and it's gonna be fine. Or you can be a little more assertive, load it up, and you're off to the moon. You're leaving the stratosphere, goodbye. So you got this sweet spot in the nose and the tail, right where that rocker is outside the camber zone. You're gonna engage it from outside your foot, leverage it, and then the hot rod comes into play. It's gonna flex, it's gonna give you rebound. It gives you very minimal fight though, which is nice. It's easy to just overpower it when you need to butter and spin around, do what you need, and then just kind of flick your ankle and it engages and you pop. The same can be said with jibbing. This board locks into a rail and you just feel it sit in a nose or tail press and you're just pressed on that thing to the very end, then that rod takes over and you snap. When you go sideways, there's more than enough give for it to cradle around the feature and you don't have to worry about it. Overall, if you want to jib, go jib with this thing. You'll be fine. I know you're looking at that directional twin shape going, no, this is a directional board. Don't let it fool you. You'll be fine. The edge-to-edge power transmission on this board is quick and snappy. You notice that there's a lot of rebound out of this board, even if you're just doing tight, quick setup turns. When you're doing those really deep, hard, aggressive carves, pushing the camber, that's when the power comes into play and you just slingshot out of the turn, transition back over, load it back up, and do the same thing again. This board likes to turn. It really likes to turn. Now on sheet ice, I had it kick out on me twice. I don't know if that was me. I don't know if it was the camber profile or just the way the edge was engaging. I'd like to believe that it was probably me because I suck as a snowboarder. But overall, this board was fine. Keep your edges sharp, keep those knees bent, and just plow through everything in your path if you have to. Who's this board for? The all-mountain party boarder, someone that's just gonna have a wild ride anytime they're on the snow. This deck is a blast to get on. As I said to the homies, this is 100% a pure party board, and I meant it. Slash some pow, pop off a roller, go in the park, play around, spray a family of skiers, ollie over a picnic table. I don't know, make a small child enthused that you popped a big ollie right next to them. Basically, this board just rips, it's fun, it's got a fun shape, it's good. That's just what you need to know about it. Comparable boards, the Nitro Dropout, the Ride Psycho Candy, the Battalion Beyond Metals. Binding recommendations: the Rome Katana, the Union Strata, the K2 Bond. This has been my review of the Rome Stale Crewzer. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you gonna buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.